you guys. It's their first time doing something like this, so it's very special for them and for you to be here to experience it yourselves. So as we get started, I want to thank our sponsors who we couldn't do this without. We have Smoke Bomb Entertainment, the creators of the show, along with Shift 2 and you by Kotex, of course. We have our VIPs here in the house. Thank you again to you by Kotex for that. All right, without further ado, I will introduce you to the director of the show, Mr. Spencer Maybe.
Hi, guys. Thank you. I'm going to introduce some of the cast that are here with us today to do some of the readings for you guys. So first, I'm going to start with the actor who plays Will. Aaron Chartrand, please come out and join me. Next up is Annie Briggs, who plays Lola Perry. You might know her. And then Sharon, are you there? Sharon's going to come out. She plays Danny in the show. You guys know her. Next, you guys might know as the actress who plays our title character, Carmilla. Natasha Negavalis, please come out and join us. And last but not least, the actress who plays Laura Hollis in the series, Elise Bauman. Come on out. So here they are, guys. Give them a round of applause. Some of the cast members from Carmilla. Enjoy the reading. Thank you.
All right.
Do we start?
Who's first?
Let's start.
Okay.
Carmilla. Episode 3, The Roommate. Fade in, interior Laura's dorm room, Silas University night. Exactly where we left off, Laura at the webcam, Carmilla's boots on Betty's bed. Throughout the rest of this argument, the chalkboard slowly writes the words, "Get out."
My what?
Your new roommate.
I have a roommate.
Well, don't you catch on fast.
No, I mean I have a pre-existing roommate, a prior roommate. Her name is Betty.
Oh, yeah? Where is she?
She's missing right now.
Carmilla hops to her feet.
I see. So you can't produce this Betty or anything, but you'd like me to leave?
As Laura responds, Carmilla starts rooting through Betty's things.
Well, I don't know if I would put it quite like that. Hey, what are you doing?
Picking out things to keep the tossing, the rest into a pile on the floor.
You see, I may not have a missing roommate, but what I do have is a letter from the Dean of Students that says I live here now.
Carmilla wrinkles up her nose as a cute little blazer and tosses it onto the discard pile. She finds some cash rooting through a purse and pockets it.
Stop that. Those are not yours.
Well, they're in my half-room, cutie, and possession is 9/10.
It isn't your room.
Tell you what, you cough up Betty and I'll hit the road. But until then...
She snags the rest of Laura's cookies and flops onto the bed, alternately munching and tying on some of her spoils.
This is not happening. You are not my new roommate. I'm finding Betty, and you'll be out of here so fast there'll be scorch marks on those leather pants of yours.
Carmilla blows her a kiss. Laura notices the camera is still on and snaps it off. Interior. Laura's dorm room, Silas University day. A few days later, Laura sets up a box of Choco Crunch and a carton of soy milk with "mine" written on it in large. Red letters on the desk with a vindictive flourish.
It's day 3 of the incursion here in room 307. Betty is still missing, and she has officially been replaced by the roommate from hell. Don't believe me? Let's roll the surveillance.
Laura snaps her fingers, and we are treated to a montage of Carmilla's misdeeds. Night, Carmilla spills something on a glittery halter top she's wearing. Day, Carmilla scarfs down a gorgeous-looking chocolate cupcake. Laura finds a cupcake wrapper. Night, Carmilla walks through the dorm, leaving a trail of clothes and used glasses. Day, Laura puts up a chore wheel. Night, Carmilla plays frisbee with the wheel as she parties with 2 or 3 girls, one of whom can totally be Elsie, while Laura tried to study. Night, Carmilla smokes in bed. When Laura complains, she puts a cigarette out in Laura's mug of cocoa. Day, Carmilla steps on something sticky, which she undoubtedly left on the floor earlier, and after looking around for a moment, she uses Laura's bedsheet to scrape the gunk off her foot. Day, Laura, fuming, chases Elsie, 18, a cute study buddy, out of the dorm while Carmilla lounges on the bed.
She keeps wearing Betty's clothes, she steals my chocolate, and she never cleans anything. She's never awake before 4 p.m., which is perhaps unsurprising when she's been up all night studying with some girl from my anthropology class in my bed.
Interior Laura's dorm room, Silas University day. We're back with Laura, the Choco Crunch, and the soy milk.
But it's fine, really, because when her most recent study buddy came knocking today, it's possible I told her Carm had tapeworms, and she might want to get checked out because they are, like, super contagious. Boom! Revenge is mine. And so is Carmilla's super special soy milk that I'm not supposed to touch. Because that's just the way the world is, cutie.
Smacking her lips, Laura makes an ostentatious show of pouring the soy milk onto the cereal. Except it isn't soy milk. It's blood. Blood! Laura flips and sloshes everywhere. A beat, Laura screams. End of episode. Episode 7, Town Hall. Interior Laura's dorm room, Silas University night. A full screen flashback begins, then shrinks to inset video. Hours earlier, alarms and klaxons.
What is that?
Perry busts through the door.
It's a town hall meeting. They've called a town hall.
Huh?
We've got 5 minutes. Remember your training. Run, run!
Back to Laura's dorm room, Silas University night. Once the flashback has been reduced to an inset, we come back to Laura. It's hours later. She's wearing the same clothes, but she's disheveled, and there's something that's probably dirt on her face. From outside the room come occasional sounds of feet, running and distant screams.
So that was harrowing. They really do not like tardiness here. Sorry for getting all cliffhangery. Sometimes a girl likes to manufacture a little excitement, you know? So, did Silas's Byzantine bureaucracy call a town hall to finally discuss the fact that girls are going missing? Nope. Apparently, uploading anything inflammatory from the Silas Ethernet. A word they can't even spell properly. By the way, sets off an immediate security response.
The sound of running water off-screen shuts off. The door to the suite's bedroom swings wide open, and Danny, 23. Tall and bronzed, in a wins all the track and field titles kind of way, emerges.
I think I got the worst of it out. Thanks for letting me use your bathroom.
Oh, you're absolutely welcome. And sorry about the general level of filth. My roommate's kind of relaxed about the whole hygiene thing.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. So your roommate was the one that was glaring at us on the walk back, right? The one with all that eyeliner? Hey, where'd she go?
Though neither Laura or Danny notice, there's a bat fluttering around the dorm room.
She dematerializes within 20 feet of unwashed dishes.
Ah, okay. Are you making another video? Like 8 hot seconds after almost being busted?
Yes.
It's pretty ballsy, Hollis.
Yeah. Ballsy. That's me. Besides, LaFontaine thinks she's figured out a way to post them safely, and I have got to report on the crazy at the town hall, right? But before I do... Hey, everybody, meet Danny Lawrence! My very awesome English Lit TA and VP of Outdoor Rec for the Summer Society, which is a campus social club for all girls athletics.
Yep. We host the school's annual Adonis Festival and Hunt. Hi, Laura's audience. It's nice to be here.
I don't know if I've got an audience yet, but it is nice to have you here. Have you here. So, the town hall. We're all crammed into the auditorium. The dean gets up, and holy crap is she, 6 feet of power-suited middle-aged glamazon, and says, the university has received information that an irresponsible individual or individuals are circulating rumors about students disappearing. Rest assured, if these disturbances do not cease, the perpetrators will be dealt with. At which point I am pretty sure I'm going to be expelled because no one is saying anything, probably because they're afraid she's going to suck their souls out through their eye sockets. But then Danny stands up and...
Oh, it really wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, it was.
I just wanted to point out that you shouldn't be calling a missing persons report rumors when one of our own members went missing at a rush party.
That's cool. That is amazingly cool. I mean, amazing is just a really brave person standing up for people who can't stand up for themselves. Like that kind of amazing.
Oh, thanks. Not that it mattered much once the Zetas started on that safety patrol crap.
The obstreperous brothers of Zeta Omega Mu have decided it is uncool that hotties might feel unsafe going to parties or making their walks of shame at 4 a.m., and so will be designating a brother to personally protect any co-ed, 7.5 or higher.
Which is just a faux chivalrous way of oppressing the female student body. We should be reinstating our night marches.
Completely. But when Danny and the Summer Society suggested that, the alchemy department started freaking out because apparently that's going to ruin some mycological transitions.
They are such weird little creepers.
And the Zetas responded with this Greek chant that pretty much sounded like pizza or death.
And then some idiot started throwing salted herring into the crowd.
They certainly did do that. So the dean ended the town hall before anyone could actually talk about anything. Ugh.
When Laura pauses, Danny reaches over to extract a fishtail from her disheveled hair.
Thanks. I thought I got them all out. The meeting may have really sucked, but I'm really glad that I ran into you.
Me too. I think we should collaborate. Compare notes, figure things out. You can document the investigation for your project here. I think we'd make a pretty great team.
A fly swatter hits the bat, which gooshes against a window.
Yes, you and me, a team, absolutely.
Okay, then. All right, I'm going to head back and grab my notes about our missing sister, and I'll see you soon.
Danny heads out. Laura waves and giggles. And once Danny is gone, she slumps against the doorframe for a moment, then breaks into a spinny little dance before there's a knock on the door. Laura jumps.
Danny, did you forget something?
Laura starts to rise, but before she can finish, Kirsch, 19, a big, beefy puppy dog, and Will, 21, a mean-looking kind of thug, burst in.
Hey, little nerd hottie.
Hi. Who are you?
I'm your designated Zeta Omega Mu safety companion. Like an escort, only a dude. A dude squirt. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Hey, is that a fish in your hair?
Laura lets her head thump against her desk. End of episode. Episode 17, It's a Trap. Interior, Laura's dorm room, Silas University day. The next day, Laura sits at the webcam, putting the finishing touches on her vampire bait outfit, which is white and, cleavagey and clearly makes her uncomfortable.
Behold! Vampire bait. Yeah, Danny took one look and pretty much said, "You look like you're about to flee your brooding lover across the moors," which is accurate. The fluffy sleeves thing's not the brooding lover thing. That's not a thing.
Laura makes a few final adjustments to her outfit. She's, not thrilled, but it's better.
So, the plan is to hit the luau, hang for a while, roast some marshmallows, lure Carmilla away so that Danny and the Zetas can grab her. Not end up digested in the process. Fingers crossed on that last part.
The door swings open and Carmilla swings in, open bottle and champagne flutes in her hand. Her outfit is still vaguely punky, but she is dressed for the party and she is hot. Music and chatter flow in from the hall.
Well, don't you look like a virgin sacrifice?
I am not the one in a corset, which... Wow. Also, what is going on?
Carmilla pours the champagne as she speaks.
Well, the more I thought about a bonfire with those lackwits, the less interested I was. A party should be a shimmering moment of possibility, Not a collection of brutes around some flaming driftwood, so I brought the party here.
The party being dancing in the hallway and ludicrously expensive champagne. Where did you even get that?
I have my methods. They served champagne at the first party I ever attended.
You say that like it was 100 years ago.
Feels like longer than that. Like something seen underwater or from a great distance. God, I'm a nostalgic idiot tonight.
Laura lifts a hand to tuck back her hair. Carmilla frowns.
You aren't wearing your charm.
Yeah, that. It didn't go with my outfit.
Oh, you shouldn't have taken it off. It won't work if you're not wearing it.
Carmilla moves closer, and Laura tries to shift back a little for distance.
Yeah, totally. I will be sure to tie on my cool Batwing bracelet first thing.
If you didn't like it, you could have just said something.
As she speaks, Laura tries to discreetly reach for her phone and start typing.
No, I totally like it. It was nice of you to think of me.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just sending in Danny and the girls a text. Thought they might want to join us.
In one elegant action, Carmilla snags a phone and tosses it aside.
Hey!
Maybe I don't feel like sharing you right now.
That'd probably be more flattering if it didn't make me sound like a canapé.
Carmilla laughs at that, and once again, it's just a little too loud and too long. Is it that laugh of someone planning to eat her roommate? Quite possibly. Laura makes another attempt to get her phone, but Carmilla smoothly cuts her off.
God, I can't believe myself. Naive provincial girl, entirely too tightly wound. Such a cliche. I ought to know better.
Gee, thanks.
But there's something about you.
Maybe it's my keen fashion sense.
No. It's definitely not that.
Holy crap. Is Carmilla either about to eat her or kiss her? Laura braces herself for either, but neither happened because the door is kicked in by Danny with Kirsch and Will hot on her heels. Carmilla shoots to her feet, but putting Laura behind her, Laura stumbles and the camera is knocked from the desk.
What do you think you're doing? Get away from her!
What in the name of...
Get her!
The sounds of a scuffle from the floor. The camera catches scuffling shoes and a dog pile, struggling bodies, possibly people swinging with the blender, the Nerf katana, possibly bear spray.
Pizza!
The camera gets kicked in and cuts out. Silas University night, Laura's dorm room. Hours later, Laura snaps on the camera and adjusts a view. The room is worse for the wear, and so are its inhabitants. Laura and Perry just look at each other, a little disheveled, but Danny has a black eye, and LaFontaine is holding her head. Finally, the camera settles, and we catch a sight of Carmilla. Cocooned in ropes and duct tape, and crosses and garlic and stuff, and anything that might be good to keep a vampire deterrent. And looking especially pissed.
Vampire captured. Even though I was unable to text for help, in an unbelievably lucky turn of events, Danny got worried about my crazed plan and came to check on me. Thanks. How's your eye?
It's better now that you're safe.
Also, I got my head smashed into a desk, if anyone cares, and I'm pretty sure that Zeta guy, Will, had a fractured clavicle. I can't believe they went back to the party.
Bumps and bruises and the dubious legality of holding someone hostage in your own dorm room aside, I think a little celebration is in order. We did it. And now that her reign of terror and flirting are over, we'll unpod SJ and Natalie, we'll find Betty, and everything's just...
But Laura's victory lap is interrupted by a blood-curdling scream and serious commotion from us, somewhere outside. The girls look at each other.
What? But... No, we caught her fair and square. There isn't allowed to be some new horrible thing.
Ah! More screaming and yelling and commotion outside. The girls arm back up with their various utensils from the fight and face the open door. A moment, and Kirsch bursts in, looking pretty shaken up.
Laura, you gotta come quick. It's SJ and Natalie. I think somebody tried to take them. I don't know where Natalie is, and I think Sarah's dead.
End of episode. Episode 21, Strategic Planning. The next day, Laura, Perry, LaFontaine, and Danny cluster around the computer. In the background, Carmilla, still totally trussed up, watches TV.
I don't care how soppy her tale of long lost love is. She just confessed to centuries of tricking girls into being her friend before she ate them. But sure. That was all in the past. You're special, baby. Now just loosen those ropes a little.
If Dean Mom really is behind the disappearances, don't we need all the help that we can get?
It's not help if we can't trust a word she says.
But if she is telling the truth,
And the chances of that being what?
guys,
Sorry, Al. Not on board with any plan that involves untying someone who might eat me.
Perry, you didn't even want to trap her in the first place.
I know, and I'm still fairly sure that she's delusional. But are you listening to what she's saying? She's too dangerous just to let go. Sorry, Carmilla.
Oh, don't worry about me. If you idiots are going to confront my mother, I'm fine here. Is he seriously not killing someone to impress his brother's girlfriend? That's almost as bad as that Cullen numbskull.
Yeah. Clearly we're lost without her.
Fine.
Nothing.
You can read it. Read it.
Laura huffs, disappointed but completely overruled. Carmilla is kind of enjoying their hostility.
Fine, but what are we going to do about the dean?
The girls share confused looks, but no plans are forthcoming. Carmilla gives him a yawn that's probably commentary. Later that night, Laura's asleep, but unseen a lump in her bed. Carmilla's still tied up and still watching television. She's pretty comfy, with a long straw and a blood slurpee, and having worked out way to change the channels by hitting the remote with her hog-tied heels.
God, you're a vampire dip eater. Pop culture has so much to answer for.
Slowly, creepily, the dorm room creaks open and Will, the Zeta, sneaks in. His entrance disturbs Carmilla mid-remote, and she accidentally loses the remote.
If that means I'm stuck here watching the Vampire Diaries, I'm so sorry, Nina.
Well, this is pathetic. Mother sent me to see if you dealt with your little roommate problem yet. I see that the answer is no.
That's some big talk, fresh meat.
This fresh meat took you down, kitty.
I remember. How's the collarbone feeling?
Ah, lucky shot.
Untie me and we'll see. That is what you're here for, isn't it?
Yes. Mother says it's time for you to stop screwing around and get with the program.
That's what she says, huh?
You know, you may be her favorite, but she's done with your little games, okay? No more stalling, no more accidentally sleeping with someone else's target. We grab your prissy little roomie, and we bring her.
Sheesh, Carm, could you at least turn the volume down on... oh, not good. Will, you need to run now.
Really? Why?
Because she's a... I know that we didn't really talk about this when you guys were helping us catch her, but she's a vampire.
I know. She's kind of not the only one.
I see. Cool. So, with that in mind, I'm just gonna go.
Not so much. Man, I am going to enjoy this. You seem like a fighter.
He lunges for Laura's neck, but gets interrupted when she simultaneously shrieks and delivers alarming, precise snake strike to the Adam's apple.
Okay. Ow. The hell was that?
My father's a raging paranoid. You think he sends me day of the week bear spray but didn't sign me up for Krav Maga at age 8?
Cute. Not going to save you. Will, with a growl of frustration, Will lunges again. Laura shrieks and hits him with her Wednesday bear spray. As she attempts to flee, they struggle into the background where a very lopsided fight occurs. Will stronger and faster. But Laura is fighting dirty. Eye gouges, groin kicks, hair pulling, throwing used dishes. Carmilla, meanwhile, settles down at the desk to watch the action, grabbing a box of chocolates off the desk, snacking as the fight drags on. Finally, Will has Laura in a headlock. He drags her back out to the desk. Laura's still trying to gouge his eyes out, but she can't really see what she's doing. You see this? Stop that. This is why I miss the 1930s, okay? Sure, you get the occasional gal who signs up for the ROTC, but you don't get any of this chop-socky chemical warfare crap.
Yeah, victims who fight back are so inconvenient.
Okay, yeah, laugh it up, Kitty. That's very funny. I bet Mother's gonna think it's actually hilarious that I had to cut you loose and finish your chores.
You are such a mama's boy.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll overachieve. Have a little snack now. Bring back a couple of fresh prospects instead.
Could you be more incompetent? We don't kill the targets. And you must be in deep shit already over the airhead.
That was an accident. She was supposed to just come along quietly, but instead it's all giggling and dancing, and when I tried to grab her, she just...
So now you want to be the guy who lost 2 of them?
It would be worth it just to screw with you. He leans in to bite Laura. And Carmilla backhands him, sending him flying. But he gets up with a grin. You're going to regret that, Kitty. Boots right out of there, Laura rattled, gets up and dusts herself off.
Hey, thanks for the save there. I mean, for not letting him eat me and all.
Carmilla looks at Laura. It's an unsettling look. Hard to read.
Which is especially nice of you, given that...
Well, without a word, Carmilla lunges at Laura's neck. And down they go.
Actually, there was something during our intros that we sort of skipped over. So I just want to quickly pass along a message from someone who's missing from up here, Miss Caitlin Alexander. Yes. So she passed along a little message for me to read. Attention, friends. This is your captain speaking. As most of you have probably figured out by now, and if you haven't, how dare you, I am not able to be there today to see your lovely cream puff faces in the flesh. Because I am in England. No doubt hanging out with Michael Caine and the Queen. And though I'm super sad that I can't be there with you, I wanted to send this message along in lieu of my actual presence. So here are some instructions for today. Any question posed to me, feel free to divert to any other cast members, who will thusly have to act in my place as me and answer satisfactorily. If the answer isn't satisfactory, I cannot be held liable for their impersonations of me. I love you all, and please have the most fun.